families have other priorities, and to drop everything just to homeschool a preschooler is not a realistic expectation. Families in their day to day, and this is something that we um, try to let families know about from early on. The things they do with their child on a day to day basis actually have such important value, educational value, if you will, self help skills, all of those things that we really find important in preschoolers to develop. They're already doing. So, sort of taking some of that burden and stress off of the families and letting them know, you know, you don't have to sit down in front of a computer with your preschooler and do a quote unquote lesson. But when you're cooking, invite your child to help. When you're doing laundry, sorting socks by size, shape, color, all of that is so valuable. The teachers are definitely there to support that as best as they can. Again, these are uncharted times, and so, what the response that may have worked before COVID may not necessarily work for this time. But like I said, our families do have busy households. So the stress of it all, and you put a preschooler in the mix who's vying for attention when everybody's now in the house, you know, it's understandable that there might be some behavior challenges that arise. You know, there's a lot of resources out there on how your child might be feeling and what they might be experiencing and questions to ask that we share with families. So we've sort of taken what we do at school and I don't want to say put it on families, but given them the tools and the resources to be able to navigate. One of the things that we're doing right now is we're working with our public school system and helping the transition from preschool to kindergarten. So there's placement cards involved. And so the teachers are working on doing that and sharing their assessment with the public schools. And we are trying to figure out a way to easily, again, without putting too much stress or burden on the family, to include some information from the family. So we're looking at options on how to do that or how to provide that to families in a way that's reasonable, that's not going to, you know, they're not teachers, they're not educators, they're parents. So how can we get their input in a way that's appropriate? But they've been with their child for the last X weeks, so they're going to have some really important information to add to that transition piece. I think if nothing else, you know, you sort of see, even though it's a stressful time and families have a lot on their plate, you also see how strong and resilient they can be, and how with support and communication from their teachers and administrator of their program, that they don't feel alone and they have some of the supports. At least we don't have all of the answers, but again, it just underscores the importance of that relationship.